Hi, I'm Daryl Battagna, Director of Collections. For over 100 years, summer in Calgary has meant swimming. Swimming in pools here in the city or farther afield in Banff, going to lakes like Sylvan, or finding the perfect swimming hole in the Bow or the Elbow River. As a celebration of that part of Calgary summer, I thought I would share some of our swimwear. I hope you enjoy. Glenbow has over 40 swimsuits in its collection, along with various accessories associated with beaches, swimming, and summer. We're going to show you a small sampling of that collection. This suit originally belonged to a Mrs. Kirk. It came to Glenbow from her daughter in 1965, and the suit dates from about 1900. Before the 1920s, bathing suits concealed much more than they revealed, and this is an example of that. Although, in this suit, the woman's arms would have been visible and the lower part of her legs. During the first half of the 19th century, that would not have been the case. Made of light linen wool, the suit consists of two parts, a one-piece romper-style outfit with hook and loop fasteners down the front and bloomers. It's beautifully made with gathers and pleats. In addition to the one-piece romper outfit, there is a skirt which fits over the bloomers. When the skirt was worn, it would reach to the knee and the bloomers would extend below that. There was complete protection against what has been called accidental exposure. It might have been worn with stockings and possibly lace-up bathing slippers. This man's suit was worn by a gentleman named Frederick Wright in the 1920s. He bought it here in Calgary after he moved from Ontario in 1922. At that time, he may have used various popular swimming holes in the Bow or the Elbow River, as you can see in this photograph, or a swimming pool at Bowness Park, or maybe he went even further afield to the Cave Basin in Banff. The suit is Canadian-made. It was made by Penman's, a company that started out as the Ontario Knitting Mills in 1868. By 1890, they were known as Penman's and were the country's largest supplier of cotton and woolen knit goods, particularly hosiery and underwear. And they also obviously produced swimsuits. This suit was worn by Bertha Shawn. The Shawns moved from London, England to Kirramore, Alberta, a hamlet near the Saskatchewan border, around 1912 when Bertha was 10 or 11. It is pure pre-shrunk wool made by Monarch Fits. An early Monarch Fits advertisement references shrunk wool in smart and collected tailored lines and a product that is inexpensive but serviceable. The suit must have been acquired and worn by Bertha before they immigrated, as it has a badge that reads Royal Life Saving Society. Bertha must have been 9 or 10 when she first wore it. It was obviously well used and well loved. It's mended in several places. This Mallow style suit dates from the late 1920s and early 1930s. It was worn by Muriel Ratcliffe. Muriel was born in Montreal in 1904. Her family came to Calgary in 1906 when her father was transferred to open an office for the W.R. Brock Company. Muriel wore this suit when visiting Sylvan Lake or the hot pools in Banff. At the time, she was teaching in Champion and Midnapore. She later became a seed analyst for Dominion Seed Lab. The suit is wool, but around this time other fabrics were starting to be used, such as rayon, jersey, and silk. Much more flesh is being exposed by this time, and women were taking the sun and taking the water. They were also swimming, and this was a very functional style of suit. Necklines got deeper at the back, sleeves were gone, and sides were cut away. In the 1930s, latex and nylon also became more common, and suits began to hug the body even more, and shoulder straps could be lowered for tanning. This fan was produced as a Sylvan Lake souvenir in 1935. In the first part of the 20th century, Estonian and Finnish settlers settled at Sylvan Lake, which in turn brought businesses to the area. In 1912, Canadian Northern built the Rocky Mountain House line through the area. In 1914, the CPR opened a line. Sylvan Lake was a summer resort before the arrival of the railway. With access by train, more people started coming from Calgary and Edmonton, staying in tents and cottages. On the back of the fan is the program for the Sylvan Lake Swimming Gala, July 27, 1935, an event that appears to have been held annually in the 30s. In 1935, it included a number of sponsored trophies: the Texaco Oil Company Trophy, the Edmonton Journal Challenge Trophy, and the Wrigley Trophy.